the Gore Club Podcast. All right, Gore Clubbers, you know what time it is. It's the season of the witch. It's time to light the bonfires, drink the cider, eat the candy, and tune in every night for a short episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween on the Gore Club Podcast. That's awful. Welcome back to another episode of 31 Nights of Halloween, the Gore Club Podcast. I wore my tie, Ace.
Yes.
I'm ready for the wedding.
You tied it very well.
I did. This is from Target.
Ooh, Target.
It's fancy.
Fancy Walmart.
What's tonight's pick, man?
Tonight's kid is uncut, uncensored, unconscionable. It's the burning moon. You're probably like looking at this right now like, what the hell is the burning moon?
I did.
This was something that had been on, like, I'd always seen this cover, which... don't zoom in too close on this because it's a lot of cut up body parts and stuff.
Oh, it's like a Carcass album.
Yeah, it's like a Carcass album cover. You don't want to look at it too close there.
Tools of the trade.
This is Olaf Ittenbach, who's a German director who did a lot of super crazy horror, like super. I mean, if you like gory movies, these are super gory.
That's awesome.
A lot of genital mutilation, stuff like that.
Genitorches. We're just gonna name all these different bands.
Stuff like that. But the plot of this is a young drug addict reads his sister two macabre bedtime stories, and macabre is to put it lightly. Like
he's a babysitter. He's got to be. My notes was two bedtime stories of the damned.
Oh God, there's a one about a serial killer on a blind date. The first one, it kind of starts out. It's kind of goofy. There's a scene where like somebody's in a car and like their arm gets ripped off or something. It's kind of goofy looking, and it starts out, and I was kind of like, oh, this is kind of like goofy with some like kind of goofy special effects and stuff. And I was like, man, I could probably show this at Gore Club sometime. That might be a good hit for everybody. No. The second part of this is a psychotic priest terrorizes a village. And then I'm just going to kind of spoil this because none of y'all will probably watch this movie. But
he has no faith in you.
He goes to hell, and the end of this movie is this guy in hell being tortured by like demons, and they literally put this guy's body on he's just on a big rack, like the ones that like stretch you and keep stretching you.
Not like rack.
Yeah, they got him on the rack. Man, this is like one of the goriest scenes I've ever seen in a movie.
That's saying something.
And that's saying something. They literally it's just a lot of if you're watching like any kind of movie with eyeball stuff, don't watch this. If you don't like the eyeball stuff, like I said, a lot of genital harm. It's super gory.
I like how you're censoring yourself. It's great.
They literally rip this dude's body like in half straight down the middle, and then like all the guts like spill out on the floor.
Take that, Terrifier.
It's crazy. And it's all homemade. Like this guy did all this. It's not even like a studio film.
When the hell did this come out?
1992. It's a new movie.
Newer for us.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure this guy also did a movie called Black Mold, which is kind of the same way.
That's not good for you.
If you're one of those kind of people like me who kind of like sometimes want to search out the ultimate gory, like I need to see something gross, like this is it. This might be like top 10 gross movies for me.
Wow.
It's pretty great.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah. And the guy playing the demon at the end of this who rips the dude in half is like nightmare fuel. Like if I saw this movie when I was a kid, I wouldn't have been able to sleep for like a week.
Oh,
it's so
next week at the Mahoney Drive-In.
But yeah, watch Burning Moon. It's good.
Burning Moon. See you guys tomorrow night for another episode of 31 Nights of Halloween, Gore Club Podcast. I can't. There you go. Bye.
I accidentally put in 3 O's when I wrote this one down, so it made me think of cows.
Burning Moon.